I hate vaping and everything associated with it. Now I can already hear you chronically addicted Nick fiends foaming at the mouth about this. And first off, you're addicted to nicotine? But in your guys' defense, I didn't always hate vaping though. For example, the first time I had ever vaped was back in the 9th grade in the boys' locker room. If you've ever been in a boys' locker room, you should know it's not much different than the bathroom. And by that I mean everyone's either got a cart or a dispo on them. So being in a high school locker room was 50% a hotbox and 50% dudes trying to change as quick as possible in case anyone was interested in getting a peek. Personally, I didn't need to care about this, and that's because all I would do is walk around, talk to people, or go on my phone. What's funny though is how on report cards, gym would still be my highest grade. So as class ended and we were all about to head out for lunch, this kid and I were the last to get our stuff together. And to be honest, I didn't even like this kid. Think of the most NPC high schooler ever, and that was this kid. Like, he had a fucking Edgar cut. Like, do you understand the level of brain dead we were dealing with here? You could also tell he was incredibly full of himself, even though it was so obvious he was just gonna peak in high school. The difference between when I'm full of myself and when generic NPC high schoolers are full of themselves is that I can gain 500 subscribers on my first video and go viral on TikTok in the same week. I am nothing like any of you. And if this kid is watching this video, this kid meant so little to me that I forgot his name. So I'm just gonna call him Wallowcum, short for Ice Wallowcum. Swallowcum and I were alone in the locker room together, and we're making the most basic small talk of all time, when all of a sudden Swallowcum hands me his dispo. Now, I had never been handed a dispo before this, and I can't lie, I was definitely interested in what the fuss this vaping stuff was about, so I eagerly took Swallowcum's dispo. I hit a vape for the first time and immediately started. Meanwhile, Swallowcum was like, "Nah, bro, you really don't hit Nick much, do you?" Nope, not really. I had finally experienced the Nick buzz, and my reaction was basically, there is no way that is good for you. For the 4 people who don't know, when you consume nicotine, you get vertigo for 15 seconds. That's it. Fast forward a little while after, and I was thinking to myself, that was kind of cool, actually. And thus begun the very short amount of time I would actually consider myself a Nick fiend. But because I am a literal, high cerebral, fast-thinking, and quick-witted genius, I knew my impulsive need to want to vape again should be approached with caution, which is something I've never really understood. Like, are people so stupid they don't realize they are becoming addicted to something? With the constant preaching to everyone about how drugs are addictive and can ruin your life, I've never once lost my ability to make the most basic, thought-out decisions whenever I get an impulse to smoke or drink. Still, for the next week, I'd say I'd be hitting the bathroom during pretty much all my 7 classes. And guys, I get it, okay? It's a lot more fun to spend 10 minutes in a bathroom hitting vapes than it is to be in class. But of course, there's also the many downsides of vaping, like how your throat feels like it's being coated in vegetable oil. It is. The flavor's starting to get burnt, making it taste like you're inhaling metal. You are. The flavor itself, which I know everyone always mentions, but I never thought any of them tasted that good to begin with. They all taste like synthetic materials made in a lab. They are. Yeah, you get a buzz for 16 seconds, but I read online what gets people so hooked to this stuff, and nicotine apparently increases cognitive function, concentration, relaxation, and alertness. And maybe testosterone. I was thinking about why I don't get these many benefits from nicotine, and then remembered, hey, I'm already a fast metabolism, high energy, cerebral, fast thinking, and quick-witted genius. So I guess nicotine only really works for dumb people? Or you need to be old? This entire time, I had never actually bought a vape because I considered that would be going too far. Like, if I had bought a vape for $20 or so and had it on me whenever I wanted, I feel like I could have been setting myself up for disaster. Luckily for me, however, after this 1 week, I kind of got bored because there really is nothing more to feeling dizzy for 15 seconds! The first time I did buy a vape was actually for my girlfriend at the time. She was the same girlfriend from when I got caught with the cart. I forgot the reason why she had made me buy it for her. I think she justified it by saying I'm the reason her cart and battery got taken away by the school. I told her that's stupid, but I had to hear a bunch of, well, I mean, you're the reason why I got taken away, and it was my cart that my brother gave me, and it was this thing we do, and you don't understand. Fine. So I consulted with the Nick plug, of which there were 1,000 of, but I actually knew this kid personally because he really wanted me to fight him not too long ago. So we weren't on the best of terms, but look, we're doing business, right? He's gonna get the money, I'm getting a vape, it's fine. He tells me the price for said vape, $20. I decide to send him the $20 right away to, you know, show him I'm not gonna scam him or anything. I then ask, so when can I get it? And he gave me this look and said, when I get to my car, I don't have it on me right now. So I'm sitting there like, oh, okay. My girlfriend texts me if I got the vape and I said, oh, I paid for it now, but he'll give me it later. What? He said he'll give me it when he gets to his car. You got scammed? So yeah, the first time I had ever actually bought drugs didn't go very well. I never got the money back. My girlfriend called me an idiot again. And if that plug is watching, I really hope you enjoyed those $20 because I'm gonna have more money than you'll ever see in your entire life!